Hi, my name is Edidion Obodom, and this is an introductory class on React useState. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a modal like this. That on the click of a button, the modal shows, and on click of close, the modal closes. So that can be done with React useState. That is one of the powers of React useState. And I'm going to show you how we're going to change this, our hello world, our basic hello world page to this. Even though this is still basic though, but for the tutorial purpose, it is sufficient. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, this is our code base. I've already taken the liberty to set up our React app. And this is our hello world displaying. And also I've already made a CSS file with some custom CSS already. So now, first, to use React useState, we are going to import React useState. Import useState. React autocompletes for you from React. And, oh, before I continue, to understand this video, you should have a basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's go on. So React useState takes in an array, a variable, but it's an array of, first, the array name, let's call it show hello. And set show hello. The second argument gives us the ability to set variables to this first argument, show hello. So after that, we call the hook. And I'm going to set it to a Boolean value of false. Now I'm going to create a button. So let's create a div first. Let's call our button show hello. I don't know why I keep putting that W. Then let's give our button a click event. On click, we're going to pass in a function, and this function is going to toggle the state of this show hello from false to true and true to false. So truthy to falsy and falsy to truthy. So we're going to pass in a function. So after passing in the function, we'll say if show hello, set show hello to false, else set show hello to true. I'm going to use prettier. So now you can see clearly. If show hello is true, set show hello to false, else set show hello to true. So on click, it's going to toggle the states between true and false to true. So now we're going to come below the button and open curly braces and also pass an if statement. So if show hello, sorry about that, we're going to display hello world, else we're going to do nothing. So if show hello is true, display hello world, else display nothing. Now let's save that. Let's go back to our browser. Now you can see this teeny tiny hello, show hello button. Let me increase my browser size, screen, let me zoom it out rather. So now on click, we have our hello world. On click, our hello world disappears. So that click event handles this function of the visibility of the hello world. So, and that is the basic technicality of this. So now without further ado, let's get back to making the modal. So now, like I said, I have a custom CSS class to help us reduce the speed. So first, what we are going to do, we are going to scrap out everything for this. We're going to give it a value of modal is open and set modal. So then now I'm going to create a text h1 for the h1. Let's create the modal first. So I created a class, and this class is relative. This helps us in the absolute positioning for the modal. And also, I think I'm just going to paste the entire modal to reduce the time of this video, time this video is going to take. So let's just copy and paste it. And let me use my tweet here. That down. So you can see the code. So this is the parent div, and this is the modal. So now let's run that and see what our screen, our website looks like. Whoa, compiled with error. Modal handler not defined. Okay, let me reduce the screen size first. I pass in a function that is not yet to be or hasn't been created yet. So I think after that, this should be fine and good. Yes, our modal is up and running. So now we are going to create the toggle function between the modals. So the last one, if you remember, we just displayed our hello world because it was just one line of code. So what we are going to do is, since this is more than one line of code and a little bit bulky, we're going to cut it out, and I'm going to put it in a function of its own. Let's call this function modal body. Not an array, curly braces. Now let's return. So what this function returns is if modal is open, if modal is open, return our modal to us. Else, do nothing. Now let's make it pretty. So return this if modal is open. Else, return this. Now we're going to create our click event as a standalone function because it's going to be used in two places. So let's call it modal handler. It's basically the same click event we gave that button in the first place. But now we are making it on its own, stand on its own. So let's return. Modal is open. So if modal is open, we're going to set modal to false, else set modal to true. Then we'll come here and give our close text right here a click event. So we say on click of the close text, we pass in modal handler. Now let's see what happens. Let's go back to our browser. Let's share our browser so you can see. So you see, it is invisible. We cannot see our modal. Why? Because, let me share our code. Because our modal is set to false by default. So we have to create a button that will be able to show the modal body. Okay, if we change the modal to true by default, let me show you what's going to happen so you understand. So sorry about that. I forgot to call our function modal body in our main return statement. So let's pass in curly braces, modal body, call our function. I don't know why PTI is giving me this. I don't want this. I want this. Exactly. So let's say that we've passed in our modal body. Now we will come here and share our browser. Our modal is here. But now if we click on close, our modal is invincible. But there is no way to bring our modal back because there is no button toggle in between the two states when the modal is invincible. So back to our code. Let's change this back to false because on default, we want our modal to be hidden. So let's come here and we're going to create another div. Then we're going to have an h1 and we're going to call this h1. Let's call it anything. Anything. And we're going to have an h3. Let's call the h3 modal. So anything modal. Then now we are going to pass in our custom class. So that D. So I created a custom class name. And aside from that custom class, we also have to create a button that handles click event. So let's create the button. Button is going to take in our custom class. Let's call the button click me. And now let's pass in our click event on click and modal handler. Modal handler. Now let me code pretty and save. Now let me share our React app. Yeah, so we have our React app. Looks just like this other React app that we are building on, Coding Drips React tutorial. modal, and here we have anything modal. So now on click, our modal shows. On close, our modal disappears. On click, our modal shows. On close, our modal disappears. So I hope I've been able to explain the power of useState to you guys. And React has a lot of other hooks that are very, very beautiful and helps in development. It has the use effects. We also have use navigation, so much more. I hope this introductory lesson was satisfactory to you. Thank you very much.